right now. Okay, so we should be recording. Um, so let's take a look at the criteria for the academic poster. So number one, poster investigates a relevant complex problem slash multiple perspectives are acknowledged and thoroughly examined. Literature review info is evident. Okay, so I'm going to take a quick look at yours. Simplified taxonomic key of how do you say that?
Inicio.
Senecio. Okay, I don't want to butcher anything.
Just
Let's
fine.
see. Sorry, I'm also just taking a look at this right now and trying to just get a good understanding about it.
Yeah, you're totally fine. And if you have questions, sometimes I don't know, I feel like in the sciences, especially sometimes STEM posters, just like you were saying, like, how do I even say this? So if you have questions or like, oh, did you put this in here? I can point it out to you on where it is or what things mean.
Okay, sounds good. Let's see, I'm just looking over the abstract right now. Yeah, well, to me, it seems really clear like you've done a lot of research about this. And are the like examples here, are they different like species?
hmm Well, they're different, yeah, different species in the same genus.
Okay, cool. I feel like in this context that would be considered multiple perspectives. I
Mhm.
guess. Yeah. I'm not really too sure what the
It is,
typical like poster looks like for your discipline, but yeah. Sorry, what were
yeah,
you
you're
gonna
totally
say?
fine. I was just gonna say, and then I think I put in here some of like my methods, some of those are different, I guess, like how you're saying different subjects, like take it from different perspectives. Some
Okay.
of them are diverse perspectives. And then in my like continuing research, because this is very ecological, taxonomic, biological standpoint,
hmm
but I also am including a chemical standpoint
hmm
as well. I just haven't well, actually, I've gotten pretty far, but I haven't gone far
Yeah.
enough to have any results.
Okay. That makes sense. So yeah, like just from what you said of like taking a biological and kind of chemical stance in this, I think like it's pretty clear that's multiple perspectives in your poster. Um yeah, and so it's like these plants are native to Utah, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I would say that's definitely a relevant, complex problem that you're trying to find more about. I guess just my only question about it being like a relevant, complex problem is what the plant is used for usually. Um, I think maybe, I don't know, if you want some information about that in your poster, you could include that. But again, I don't know what like a poster typically looks like for this type of stuff. But yeah, that's just what I'm wondering right now.
You are totally fine. Yeah, it's supposed to be, well, there's just questions about whether it's medicinal or not. So I'm
hmm
trying to find out if it is medicinal, which is kind of in the like bottom right hand corner. Well, it
Okay.
depends on how you look at it, but it talks about how I'll go in and look at the compounds to see if there's any medicinal properties. That's kind of where I address the problem, I
Okay.
guess.
Yeah, I
And
do
because there
see that.
isn't a key. Because
Yeah.
there's no key for Iron County, so I just made one, which isn't necessarily a problem. It's just something that we don't have that I
hmm
made. That makes sense.
Okay, yeah, that does make a lot more sense. I think that's like a great place to include the question of like whether it's medicinal or not in this kind of little conclusion you have there. So I think that's great. Yeah. My only tip would be maybe to label it as like a conclusion or like future implications. But yeah, I think that's really good.
Yeah, that's smart. Put like a header or something on it. That's smart.
Yeah. Yeah, just because you've got one for like your abstract and your methods and yeah, be nice like for organization. But yeah.
Awesome.
All right. And then number two arrives at a conclusion and acknowledges what is missing, limitations of research, proposes future plans. Okay, so that is what you just described. So yeah, I think we're all good there. Um, Number three, problem slash thesis is clearly defined. Literature, review, methodology, results, other relative appropriate attributes included. Yeah, so obviously you said you don't have your results yet, but you do have the methodology. Um, is there any place here that focuses in on past research about it? Do you know if there's any past research about it?
That that's kind of tricky because there is none. Nobody has ever researched this plant at all in Iron
Oh,
County
wow.
ever. So there is
Okay.
no like, yeah, it's good because it's like awesome for
Hmm.
people to be like, oh, it's never been done before. But actually, from a research standpoint, it really sucks because there's like nothing for me to go off of. But
Yeah.
this Stanley Welch guy that I talked about in the abstract, he is the maker of the whole taxonomic key for Utah flora. So that's
Okay.
my like
Okay.
citation, or that's where I'm pulling all this from, is from his stuff.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I think, yeah, that's a very unique situation to work with, but the only thing I would suggest is maybe adding something about the missing literature, maybe just in that conclusion text box there of just like, oh, there hasn't been previous literature on this species as of yet, and then like continuing with my research, I want to add to the existing body of knowledge. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yes, that's smart. Yeah, it totally does. That's very smart. I should
Thanks.
put that in there.
Great. Yeah, I'm glad that that. Sorry, are you still there?
Yeah,
Yeah, my computer accidentally just like shut off for a hot second.
you're totally fine. It
Okay,
kind of
we
like
are
turned
still
off for a
recording.
second. Okay.
Yeah, we should be good. Okay, anyways, um, number four proposes potential strategies to solve problems in visually stimulating ways with a strongly supported conclusion. I think you've done that as well. Um, like obviously you know what you're talking about. It seems like you have strategies for research moving forward. And I do think it is very visually pleasing, with like the pictures of the plants you have. And yeah, it just looks like really nice and organized. And I like the green, I feel like
Thanks.
makes sense for what you're talking about. But yeah, it looks really good.
Thank you.
Yeah. And let's see. Number five includes academic poster best practices as discussed throughout the learning module. Um, I'm not sure what that's referring to. Do you have an idea?
I'm I
Academic
don't know
posters.
exactly what she's asking. It's probably,
I assume it's just like what we looked at in the poster Padlet activity, maybe, but
I think so. Like,
yeah,
do the colors go together? Is everything like clearly stated?
yeah, for sure. It looks to me like you have all of the elements you need here. Yeah, like you've got pictures, the abstract and methods. You have like plenty of information about the species so far and like your next steps. The only thing I'm maybe wondering is if you need to have references somewhere because you use Stanley Welsh's research.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
And
think
like
that's,
cite Stanley somewhere in here.
yeah, I think that's the only thing I can notice that's maybe missing, but
And then all the photos, there's like a very small citation that
oh
I have
yeah,
to
I
like
do
read.
see that. Yeah.
When, because I've already presented this poster once. Well, yeah, I've presented this poster at the Festival of Excellence. And so he
Oh,
told me to
okay.
make it that small, and I was like, okay,
Oh.
like obviously you know what you're talking about.
Okay. Yeah, like obviously if it's already been run by a
Tiny.
professor, then yeah, you should be
I
good.
can't even tell what that says. Granted, when it's blown up, because I have like the printed version, obviously, it
Hmm.
is like it does look bigger. So
That makes sense. Okay, let's see. Number six, organization and flow of information is clearly communicated, uses proper APA format and in-text citations where applicable, visually stimulating, eye-catching design with most important information. I feel like we've already been over all of that. Um, it looks really good to me, and yeah. Um, I'm so sorry, my laptop did something weird again. I'm just gonna
good.
try to leave it alone. Um, but yeah. Anyways, number six, like, yeah, honestly, I think we've kind of covered all of that. I think, yeah, it all looks really good. And then number seven, appropriate use of language and writing mechanics, answers questions politely and professionally. All sources of information are cited correctly, no grammar or spelling mistakes. Yeah, I couldn't see any mistakes with the writing, personally. And yeah, I just want you to know it sounds like very scientific and professional, so well done with that. Yeah, I think you've done a great job.
Thank you. That's very nice of you to say. Hopefully it's scientific, but I've been really trying like throughout this whole semester. I'm trying to make it as unscientifically scientific as possible so it's easy for
Yeah.
everyone to understand, you know?
Yeah, that's fair for sure. I get what you mean. I know.
Because I hate going to, sorry, go ahead.
I try to write psychology papers all the time and make them understandable.
Yes, I hate doing or like going to big events or like Festival of Excellence and like you're watching somebody present their poster and then you're just like not understanding anything. Like that doesn't do anybody any good.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Yeah, I think um to me it seems pretty user-friendly and obviously like you know how to answer questions if there are any. Um and yeah, it all just seems really like well prepared to me.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. And I think that's it for the academic poster. Are you good if we move on to my CV?
Yep,
Okay, sweet.
definitely. Okay. Sorry, I have it pulled up on my phone, so I'm
Oh,
just
you're all
going, my
good.
eyes are gonna be going all over the place. Contact info, name, address, telephone, email. Mm, I don't know if you wanted to include your address on here.
Yeah, I'm not sure how necessary it is, but it probably wouldn't hurt either.
I mean, I'm usually pretty hesitant about putting my address, especially with people these days. So if
Mhm.
you don't want to put it on, I'm sure you don't have to put it on, but just in case you wanted to.
Okay.
Education, yes, you got your degree. And then what, I don't know if April 2026 is when you'll get your degree. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. You have your academic areas of concentration, title or honors thesis or capstone, honors, mm, title of honors thesis.
Huh. I
I don't know what that
I mean
is.
that's kind of interesting because I also like my honors thesis is also my research capstone for psychology, which I'll have it's the first thing under research experience. And maybe I can add that um in there somewhere about how it's also my honors project, but yeah, I didn't think about that.
No, as long as it's in there. That's kind of a tricky, I don't know how you would put it. A name of advisor, faculty mentor. Got it. Yeah, you could put like honors. Well, I don't really know how you'd put that in, so it's smooth. Honors advisor. You could just put under faculty mentor or something like that. I don't know. Completely up to you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
mm, research project is your research. And all of these other researches you have. That's awesome.
Thank you.
So awesome. And then is what's highlighted in yellow things that you are going to do?
Yes, yeah. Sorry, I was just working on this with my faculty mentor, and so that's probably what that was from.
Yeah. No, you're fine. It just says, um,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I was reading it somewhere. Like what's next in terms of research. So as long as, I mean, you highlighting them is perfect. So
Yeah.
good job. Probable interest. This all looks very interesting. Psychi. Do you know Jagger Walker?
I don't.
Dang it. Sorry. I just
No,
saw
you're good.
it in here.
Yeah.
Um, okay, research techniques. I'm assuming that's like your skills,
Yeah, so um
experiences.
techniques is like I don't know. To me that could mean a bunch of different things. I feel like it could include writing papers, stats,
Hmm.
collecting data, presenting like literally everything. So I put as many like skills as I could think of under each research project.
Hmm. No, I think that's awesome. And you even have like in your professional experiences one, like being a tutor, being a mentor.
Hmm.
Like that's awesome. So I think you've
Thanks.
got that completely covered. Same thing with your um memberships and leaderships. Like I think that all kind of fits under your professional
Mm,
experiences
that's good.
you'll have. So that's awesome. You have your volunteer work in there. Behavior technician. That's cool. I've never heard of that before.
Thanks. Yeah, basically I was for my job I was working with mainly autistic children and their own programs. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
Cool, cool. That's like number seven's pretty much the same thing. Volunteer work with charity.
Hmm.
Um, publications, presentations. I'm assuming that's all of your like presented your research and
Yeah, and it's hard
presented.
because I don't have any, like my name's not on a publication right now, but by the end of my capstone, I should have a whole research paper and um, hopefully it'll be published somewhere like in the psych journal at SEU maybe or somewhere. But yeah, I'm planning to present at a few different places. So I did make that note on the CV and then yeah. Yeah, that should be it.
That is awesome.
Sweet.
Good job. Congrats. And then do you have to do personal statement or is that like,
I think like this assignment could be either or. I have a draft of a personal statement. I don't really think Katie expects us to go over both, but
yeah, these are
I can also just shoot her an email and double check. But
I think you're fine. I think that this is awesome. This is probably more than most people have, so.
yay, that's so reassuring to hear, honestly. Yeah.
No, you're doing amazing. It sounds like you're very, very on top of it. You've got all of your, and one of the hardest, I think for me, putting everything in one spot. Like I've done five, and everybody's done 5,000 things, but taking the work and putting it all into this 3 pages of like, here's my research experience, here's
Yeah.
my extracurriculars, like just getting it all together is a
Mhm.
task in and of itself. So good job.
Thank you so much. That's good to hear. Yeah, it's just so like competitive out there.
It is, it's scary.
Yeah. Well, I'm
But if
so glad
I
to. Oh,
was
go ahead.
looking to hire you, I would.
Thank you so much. It's good to hear your feedback.
Thank you. You too. It's good to hear yours as well. And sorry it was so crazy today, but I'm glad we were able to meet.
No, you're good. Sundays are like the one chill day for me, so it wasn't a problem
Hmm.
at all. But yeah,
That's good.
I'll go ahead and stop this recording.